Hello and welcome to this video. Today I'm going to share with you our wonderful day trip to Toronto. We went to the Scriptus Pen Show in Toronto last Sunday, the 27th of October. And it was an amazing day and we had just the best time, and I'm going to share with you some of the items that we purchased. So we don't live too far from Toronto. It's about a 3.5-hour drive from here. We have to cross the border. We're in the United States and Toronto is in Canada. So we got on the road very early on Sunday morning and crossed the border and got to Toronto almost at the beginning of the start time of the event, and it was packed already. So let me go through some of the stacks I have here. I have a few different stacks of different things that we purchased. So we got there at around, I would say, it started at 10. It was from 10 to 4. And we got there at around 10:45, I want to say. So we parked and we took a very short walk into the event space, and they had a downstairs area and an upstairs area. So let me put this to the side. We stopped at a few different booths, and the first purchase I made was at the booth, Banana Hand booth. And I was so excited to see the glue stick. This is a square glue stick, which is kind of, if I can open it. Wait a minute. Oh, it's on this side. So this comes off and this is twisty. The cool thing about a square glue stick is you can get it, it was $4. You can get it right on up to the corner of a square piece of paper. So if you wanted to, instead of dealing with the round one, and I've always wanted to try one, and all my online favorite online stationery stores are usually sold out. So I was very excited to see this item. So I got that from Banana Hand. And that was the only item I was going to get. And then I saw this little clip. It's kind of cool. Let's see, what can I clip together here? These are some of the items, freebies. So, you know, just a nice, he called it a butterfly clip. So I got that from Banana Hand. Okay. Next, we walked around the downstairs and then we headed upstairs. And the next item is not terribly exciting, but I stopped at the Toronto pen shop table, and I have this uni pen that I absolutely love, and I've had it for maybe a couple of years now, and it does, at first I thought I wouldn't like it because it's so chunky, you know, like a lot thicker than a normal pen. That would be a little skinnier, but I love it. And I just put in the only refill that I purchased at the time when I bought the pen. So I stopped at this booth and I got 2 refills for my Uniball pen. So that's very exciting. Got those taken care of. Let's see. And next we stopped, next we went, this was in a smaller room. We walked across the hallway to a much larger room that was packed with vendors. So my daughter-in-law, who was with us, really wanted to see the Wonder Pens table, but they had a line. So here's their freebie sticker they were giving away at their shop, because I'll tell you in a few minutes that we ended up going on a sort of stationary crawl through the city of Toronto. So we go into this large room and there's so many beautiful fountain pens, and we're oohing and eyeing, and people are at the tables trying them out. Some of them are inked, some of them aren't. We have some conversations with some of the vendors, but I am looking for this booth right here, paper plus cloth. I use the Traveler's Notebook system. I've been in it for the last couple years, so I was very excited to go to their table. Needless to say, they had run out of some of the items by the time I got to the table, and really I had only gotten there an hour or so after opening, and there were items that one of the salespeople working this particular table told me we just ran out. I just tried to bring a handful of everything, but we're running out of things already. So the things that I was able to get at this table were the jump rings, the jump bands. Well, actually they're called connecting rubber bands for my passport size traveler's notebook. And I also got the standard size ones. So this is used to connect two books like this together and slip them under the band. I should have brought my traveler's notebook to the table, but if you're familiar with here's a good, let's see if the glare, okay. So here's a good idea of how this works. You put these, normally you could put one under the band that comes in the leather cover, but if you wanted to put two, you can band them together and then slide them both underneath. So these are very handy. And then I have never tried the number 25. I think it's in white here. Number insert. Their inserts are all numbered. So this is 025, and it's MD paper, and it's a really beautiful creamy colored paper. And I was always wanted to try it, so they had two of these left, so I grabbed both of those. So that completed my purchase at the pen show, even though we spent a good, I don't know, 25 to half an hour longer there, 25 minutes to half an hour longer there, just looking at things, including the Esterbrook table. They was giving out some freebies, and I think we purchased the sticker. I'm not sure. But they just had the most beautiful pens, and they had a pen, a holder out. And we walked over, and the salesperson explained that they were all on sale because they had been display models. And I held one, and I was really enjoying this one pen I was holding that was an Esterbrook. It was beautiful. When I asked the price, it was just too pricey for me. So after the Esterbrook table, we were done. If we did this again, I feel like now that I know the higher end products that are on display and my love for the Esterbrook pens, I will definitely come prepared to, even if I just am aiming to purchase a pen from Esterbrook, I don't mind taking the trip up there just to look at their table and really make a good selection on one that I really enjoy. They're really good pens. I mean, I think they are. I've never owned one. Okay, so that completed our experience at Scriptus Pen Show in Toronto. But again, some of the tables were out of stock, and then Wonder Pens had a long line, so we decided we would map out some of the stationery stores and just go walking around Toronto to hit some of them up. So let's see, the first one we went to, I believe it was a store called Hanji. I did not purchase anything there. It was a beautiful little gift store slash stationery store, but right next door to them was Mr. Pen. And I bought this cute little stationery set. They had as their name says, Mr. Pen, their entire front of the store was full of every kind of writing instrument you could possibly want. So these were cute. I didn't know what they were gonna look like when I opened them. So this is a little notepad. So I thought I could use this for many things. You know, it comes with a few envelopes, so you could write a note, put the addresses on there, put a stamp on it, and mail a little note to a friend. Or you can use these for journaling. So I really liked this pattern. They had many patterns. I think they were all about, in Canadian currency, they were all about $6 or so. So I bought that and Mr. Pens. And we also, my daughter-in-law and her friend who were with us, with me, bought some pens also, midliners and those sorts of things we purchased there. So there's that. I'm gonna put that over here. Let's see, next we went to, we doubled back. So then we went to eat lunch. We stopped at a really nice Korean restaurant had a really nice, you know, really good meal. I had a drink called a Milky's drink, which we have an Asian market here in town where I live, and I definitely plan on buying some of those because it was delicious. But then we also stopped at, what's the name of the store where I bought the Toronto sticker? Midoko. So they had this, I had to get a Toronto sticker for my collection. And then they had, I was looking for some textured papers. And normally you find them in these really large sheets. Let me pull this up a little bit. I don't know if that's gonna be helpful. Oh, no. I'm sorry about that. Normally you find them in these really large sheets. But I wanted to find them in some smaller sheets. So there's some of these are really textured on one side and really smooth on the other, but they all have a different texture to them. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them, but I bought a handful of these. They just feel so pretty, and the textures and the colors are pretty. This is the only one that really has like a pattern on it and a color on the other side. But I bought 7 sheets of this paper, very inexpensive. I think translated to American dollars. I hope I didn't mess up the camera. Maybe. Translated to American currency, they were I would say about $1 or even less than $1 each. So there's those. So then we wanted to go to Wonder Pens and do a little shopping there as well. Oh wait, I recently purchased the Blackberry limited edition Lamy pen at Sam Flax in Atlanta, and I wanted to get the ink, but I didn't want to get the whole bottle of the Blackberry ink. So Midoko had the cartridges, so I went ahead and bought those. So back to Wonder Pens. So the line was long at Scriptus, so we didn't join the line, but we wanted to stop in and get some of Coffee Monster's Co's stickers. I believe Helen is her name. Yes, it's right there. And my daughter-in-law absolutely loves her, and I think it's so cute. And the reason I bought this sticker sheet is because his little bum is out. See his little bum. And they're just so pretty and delicate, and it's really pretty how we have these little florals with this little character hiding behind or hanging out with it, and I thought it was cute. And this one's got a name. There's a certain name for the sticker, Creative Mind or something. But anyway, I love her work. She's very, very fun to watch on YouTube, the Coffee Monsters Co. channel. You can go check her out. So that was our Wonder Pens, along with this washi tape. Got this at Wonder Pens also. Let's see. I just really like that it had the writing and I like the sort of golden neutral color in the background now. So, and there's a whole lot of it. It'll last a very long time. And lastly, we stopped at Paper Plus Cloth, their brick and mortar store, because of some of the items that were sold out at the event. I was looking for these sticker pockets in particular. This is insert number 004, and the craft paper folder that goes into the traveler's notebook. I hope this glare is not terrible. So I was able to find those at the store, and while I was there, I was trying to spend all the currency I had exchanged from US to Canadian, so that I didn't have to come home with too much or any at all if I could help it. So I added these 2 items. This is a print-on sticker, so it's one of those sticker sheets that you have to rub on to transfer the image. Oh. And I really like this. So it's like these little, excuse me. So I would just either cut around these or place this down, and you take the protective sheet off of it, and then you just kind of put some pressure on this, and it transfers over to whatever surface, paper surface you're trying to transfer it to. So there's that. I'll take care of that later. And lastly, I was looking for a Midori memo block, but I couldn't find one anywhere. And then I found this, and I thought, hey, that could work. It's got a little bit of a sheen to it, which I kind of like. This one has a little bit of a striped pattern. So there's the sheen on this one. Striped pattern here. And this one has a little design on it. But I like the colors. I think I have enough of each color to last me a while. These things always last longer than you think they're going to last. There's 150 sheets per the packaging here. So I've never heard of this brand before. $8.90 in Canadian currency, which I think translates to 7 or less US currency. Okay, those are my purchases. We had such a great time. It was perfect weather. It was sunny, a little chill in the air, but a sweater took care of that very nicely. And I hope you enjoyed my video. I've never done one of these before. Oh, I want to say also this video is dedicated to Craig, who asked me when my next video was going to come up, and I told him soon. So here it is, Craig. I hope you enjoyed it. All right. Thank you.